well as Artie Johnson, Wyatt Smith, and Keegan Weiss. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you, and then we'll open up to questions.
Great. First of all, congratulations to Chapman. I knew that they would be quite a test for us. I've got a tremendous amount of respect for Coach Owens. He and I have gotten to be good friends over the years, and I'm just really impressed with what he's done with this program, and thought they played exceptionally hard, played very, very fast, and I was concerned about their running game coming into the game, and thought they did a really nice job sustaining blocks, and playoff football is about sustaining blocks, getting off blocks, and thought they did that obviously well enough to pile up a lot of yards and a lot of points on very proud defense. So, want to commend them for that. At the same time, I'm very, very proud of how our team played. We started about as poorly as we could on offense, and our offensive line got a little bit overwhelmed. Young team there, and the speed that Chapman brought to the game was very fast. So it took us a while to almost get used to that and get a measure of the water, if you will. But once our offensive line really started to settle in and pick up those stunts and settle in and trust their techniques, felt like there was very little that we couldn't do offensively. So I was very proud of our offense. Thought Wyatt played a very good game. I thought receivers played exceptionally well. So a lot to be proud of. Super proud of our team. Love our program, and proud of how they fought back and played.
Any questions?
Question for Wyatt. What was the team's meaning in the game that went back and forth, seesaw, pretty much from the middle of the second quarter on? I mean, did you guys ever feel like you had an edge in the game? Was there ever a time that you felt like you were out of it?
I would say our team never felt like we were out of the game. I mean, we knew they were going to be Chapman was going to be a tough team, and everything we expected it was going to be a tough fight. And I don't think it was just a good game, and we were in, and it's a good game.
For all three of you guys, as offensive players, obviously the game was very back and forth. How did you kind of observe, our defense having to go out there and, get a stop with you guys all kind of being unable to do anything despite having really good games? How are you able to kind of, sort of stay focused and just kind of watch from the sidelines?
Artie, why don't you take that?
I just feel like our coach, every game he says that we just need to focus on what we need to do and don't focus on the other external factors, And so in those situations, I think it's easy for us to just think, okay, what's my assignment? And that's all I need to do, And just trust the guy next to you that they're going to do their job. And so that's why I feel like we did, and yeah, so.
Keegan, you want to add?
Yeah, I think, football is a funny sport. I think throughout games of this year, we've had some close ones where we've been on that side where, we go 3 and out 4 or 5 times in a row and just can't get anything going, and the defense has our back. And so, just every time, we go out there and do what we can do, regardless of what happens with the defense, we let them know, we're going to go get it back and the best that we can. And it's just, we just play off each other. And as, at the end of the day, it's one team. So, when it's an offensive game like that, I think every time the defense went out there, we had all the, hope in the world they were going to stop them every time, So we never thought, and we never had any lack of thoughts for our defense.
Coach, did you ever think of going forward in the third overtime when it was 4th and 16, 14? You kicked the field goal.
Certainly, yeah. That I thought quite a lot about that. So again, we've got a very strong defense, and we had all the faith in the world that they'd get a stop. Obviously, we would have liked to have scored a touchdown there. That was a very pivotal play that they were able to get a stop on that 3rd and 7 or 3rd and goal at the 7, I believe it was, something like that. But I think it was the right thing to do. I think you got to think about what the odds are of converting rather than sometimes just whether you want to go for it or not.
How did you guys kind of, obviously Chapman kind of used Dylan Keefe a little bit unconventionally, brought him out in the offense, used him as a runner and a passer, and that one, a little flea
It's
flicker
pretty commendable. I mean, I've seen very few players do that. It's reminiscent of the young man from St. John's that did that to us back in '03, and he won the Gallardi Trophy. So that's the first thing I thought of is, oh no. But he looked great running the football and great throwing the football. I think they even tried to run a fake punt to him, but we were fortunate enough to see him hiding on the sideline. So I was proud of our guys for sniffing that out. But he had a heck of a game, and boy, what a fine football player he is. Reminds me of Friday Night Lights or something with Rudy Miles or whatever. Do it all.
Coach, any summation on the season, and obviously an abrupt end, but
Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. I really, saw this team developing quite nicely from where we were early in the season. We were just so incredibly young for our standards that with every game that we played, we seemed to get better and fought through some really difficult injuries that every team does, but it really hurt us, where we were thin, and so we had to have some guys really develop, and it's maybe one of the more enjoyable coaching seasons I've had in terms of just watching the development on our team and the closeness of this team. It was a really tight-knit group and really fun to coach. Definitely one of my favorite.
All three guys, I want you to take this one. That fourth quarter drive must have put you coach through every emotion there was in the book. Some drop passes, some phenomenal plays. Kalo's catch there on fourth down. What's going through your mind when you get the call there and then less than 2 minutes to go, march down the field and score?
I mean, I think as an offense, it's kind of like your dream. Like you live for those moments. We were fortunate to be able to succeed this time and drive down and score. And I mean, we had a few mishaps, a few drop balls. So what? We bounced back as an offense. We got it done. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And Artie, you get the call there down in the red zone. Time winding down, but they go with the run play and you're able to punch it in. What was you going through your mind when you saw that play call, and when you got the ball, what did you see to be able to get to the goal line?
I was actually I was kind of surprised to see the call. Like, okay, but I knew that we could handle it, and I just trusted guys up front that they were gonna, open up a little seam and we were gonna punch it in, So we just got to do what we got to do to win, and so that's what we try to do.
That's the kind of call that sometimes wins a game. I mean, you're not expecting a run in that situation. It's like the game has so many momentum switches at that point that you just how you're safe. We just scored a touchdown in a situation where no one was expecting it. Maybe it's our time now.
I thought it was a great call by Coach Elliott and Coach Bowman. I thought they did a great job today. I mean, I don't know how many yards we had, but an awful lot it seemed like. And but I don't think anyone felt that this game was ever in hand for any team. I mean, it had that feel from once we got a couple touchdowns and got the ship righted offensively. I really thought it'd be I told our offense at halftime we're going to have to get 42 at least. It's that kind of game. Let's get our mindset for that, and I mean we're really proud of these guys. Wyatt fighting through laryngitis. He couldn't talk for the last week, and still not real comfortable doing it, I can tell. So we had to. That's hard when your quarterback can't talk. So we had to come up with some variety of ways to signal things and call things. So I was really proud of our team doing that really the last 2 weeks. So added twist.
One question for Keegan, that overtime, they come up with the trick play and they hit it over the top, take a quick lead, and then you guys come back with a one-play strike. What does that mean what were you guys going into that huddle thinking when they seem to have all the momentum and you just kind of stole it all right back?
I think we just look back at our fourth quarter drive to tie it up. We have a big mentality here, and that's just whoever's on the field right now, let's go win the game. And I think just, as a group, we look through after all the drop passes, all that stuff, man, we just look at each other. It's a brand new play. And you see a lot of teams when stuff goes wrong. I mean, you got people bickering, fighting, and all that. But I think this team's special, and the fact that we just all knew what we're capable of, and all trust each other. And they blew a coverage on that play, which is great for us. Wide open, White finds it, and we keep the game going alive. So.
Well, congratulations, guys, on a fantastic season.
Thank you.
Good luck next season. Good luck next year.
Thank you.